Gene. Hey guys, it's day 3 in El Salvador and day 2 of ministry. And hey, God's been doing some amazing stuff for the last 24 hours since we talked last. A really cool moment in one of the schools. The ministry team got up to start praying for the people that came forward to accept Christ, but I felt a check in my spirit to sit next to this one, probably senior in high school. I felt like in my spirit that he was an influencer and that he would be able to not just be saved himself, but save others. And God just literally spoke to me in a small voice to stay and fight, stay and pray. Obviously, he spoke Spanish and I spoke English, and so there wasn't any contact in the natural together. But supernaturally, I just began to war for this soul, war for this young man. And God literally began to touch him, and you could see tears in his eyes, and you could see the war going inside of him. And thank God for a national, thank God for an interpreter that saw what was going on. And he came up beside him on the other side and began to pray and talk. And God began to move. And in that moment, this young man accepted Christ for the very first time. And he was able to connect to the local pastor that pastored right down the street. They exchanged phone numbers. And I walked away saying, man, God did a beautiful thing. And what do I take away from that? I take away the simple fact that we are here to fight and war for those around us. That we're here. That even though we may not speak the language, that even though we may be different in age, even though we may be different culturally, that God wants us to war. And when we do, he wins and souls are changed. Hey, this is the end of day 3. I'm about to go to bed, and hey, I didn't tell you this. I took a shower last night and shaved. Beautiful. Hey, turn it off.